Welcome to English and Grow. Today's topic is Czech glass crystal or the so-called Bohemian crystal. So next time you talk about this excellent handicraft, you can speak with greater confidence and greater detail. Let's dive into it. So it is not clear who is behind this invention of glass, which we use every day. Some sources say it is maybe the Egyptians, but in my region, in the Czech Republic, it dates back to the 12th century when the first artisan of this amazing handicraft started to create this new material of Czech glass. The Czech glass was so special, so distinct, that it actually created a competition, maybe even a rivalry with Venetian glass. And glassworks started to be opened in the Czech kingdom back then, and many students started to learn this craft so they would become glass masters. And this handicraft was advanced because in the 17th century, a gem cutter started to use this technique of gem cutting on the Czech glass. So this made it absolutely different from the Venetian glass. Let's move on to the next slide. How can you embellish Czech glass products? It is usually hand cut. It is often used, for example, for vases and glasses. You can have engraving on the material. Obviously, it can be painted, but it can also be gilded. That means there is a thin layer of gold on the glass, and all the products are hand blown. I think it is funny to call it hand blown because obviously you are holding the material with your hands, but you are blowing the inside of the material with your mouth. Let's move on to what else could be produced. So it is not only glasses, but it is also, for example, chandeliers. What you can see in this slide is the most famous chateau of Versailles, and you can see in this link that it is the famous Hall of Mirrors, and the chandeliers which are hanging from the ceiling, they are all, or they were all made by Czech masters from Czech glass, and there are more than 40 of them. So this is an example of another product. You can have chandeliers. You can also have stained glass. I will explain what that is in the next slide. You can have glassware, you can have decorations, you can have jewelry, obviously mirrors and windows, and you can also have beads that are used, for example, to make jewelry or decorations. So here you can see three examples of the products. Let's start from the right. So one more time, this is a chandelier. This is a stained glass, so I'm sure you recognize this is how church windows are embellished. So it's kind of funny to call it a stain because that feels like it's something dirty, but this is really called stained glass. And next to it, we have a UNESCO heritage product. These are hand-blown decorations from Ponikla, which is a village in the north of Bohemia. And we use these for our Christmas trees. You can check out this link. And let's move on to the next slide. So you can have many types of glassware. You can have glasses for whiskey, for water, or for champagne. You can have jewelry, and this picture I took from the Museum of Jablonec nad Nisou website, and also this one where you can see not beads actually, but balls, which are much bigger in diameter. And one more time, these are the Christmas decorations, and beads, they are much smaller, and you can use them to make custom fashion jewelry. There are other products that can be made from glass. You can have, for example, a candle holder. You can have a carafe. This is a special bottle for alcohol. You can have a jug. That's again a bottle, but for soft drinks, for lemonade or for water. And you can have a tray, which is something like a plate, but much bigger. You can have vases. And you can have bowls. You can even have a trophy. You can have a sculpture made of glass. You can have lighting. And this is what you see over here in this picture on the ceiling. So this is called lighting. If you smoke, you might need an ashtray. And if a sculpture is too big for you, maybe a little figurine of an elephant might be a nice souvenir or just a dust collector. All right, more examples. So this is a carafe, or you can call it a pitcher, and this one is special. It has a stopper, which is also made from cut glass. This one is even more special. So this is a trophy designed by Czech glass masters for the winner of Tour de France. So as you can see, it is quite big. It has at least 50 centimeters in height. And this is an example of a bowl. And if you want to see more details, check out the links below. Last but not least, if you are really interested in Czech glass handicraft in this excellent trade, you can also go for workshops. One of them is promoted in this link. It is happening in Prague, but also we have more options in the whole region. And they will explain how glass is made. So if you ask people what is glass actually made of, some people might say it is actually made from sand. It is made from sand, which has a lot of silica in it, and it is mixed with limestone and soda, and in some cases also with lead. And all this mixture is melted. The temperature is 1700 degrees of Celsius. And then you have this half solid material you can blow special shapes from. And what makes Czech glass different? It is actually potash. If you have never heard and you don't know what potash is, let me explain. It is actually ashes. That means the powder which is left from burning wood. It is ashes from a special tree. This tree is called sycamore. And these ashes from sycamore, they were leached. And that's how potash, an important ingredient in Czech glass, is made. This is it. Thank you very much. If you like my content, please like, comment, and subscribe. And most importantly, support me on my Patreon, English and Grow, for more videos, Zoom lessons, and language coaching. And if you ever struggle, let me remind you, every day is a gift and every breath is a new beginning.